Welcome back. Thank you for joining in, or thank you for tuning in, rather. Usually I do this in the morning commute. This is the afternoon or the evening commute. So welcome to the evening show, y'all. So, per the usual, on the way to go get the babe from daycare. Today's episode is brought to you by nobody. I don't have any sponsors. But I do want to, so I did realize, so I forgot. So Saturday, I think, whatever July 26th was, Saturday or Sunday, I think it was Saturday. Saturday was National Aunties and Uncle Day. And so we are going to celebrate the aunties and uncles today, because they are important. So before I was a mother, I was a mother. What? I'm a mother. But no, before I was a mom, I was an auntie. And an auntie to a lot of kids, a lot of children. I only have one actual, alright, I'm gonna put my seatbelt on, because y'all hear the little ding, ding, ding. Let me go ahead and put that on. I'm an auntie to one beautiful, smart, adorable niece. And, but I have a lot of nieces and nephews that aren't related to me, but they're related in love, right? And so, but I want to talk about how important the role of the auntie and the uncle is. Primarily the auntie. I'm going to talk about the uncles soon, but we're going to talk about the aunties. We love y'all. We love the auntie. The auntie is necessary. The auntie is the person that the child calls and text messages and snaps and TikToks. That's like your unofficial bestie. Sometimes I would at least say when you're younger. I know that all the children that I'm an aunt to, we play the role. In my auntie role, I'm the devil's advocate. The child can do no wrong. The child can get whatever they want, to a degree. I remember when, in my circle of friends, we had for a while, we only had one baby in our circle, and he is now a young man. That was 16, 17 years ago. But that was all of our baby. He had a lot of aunties, and growing up, his mom would call me and be like, "I'm gonna call your auntie if you're not acting right. I'm gonna call them if you're not doing this, if you're not doing that. Get them together." And because that's necessary sometimes, like, for whatever reason, kids don't listen to their parents, but they'll listen to another adult figure that's in their life. But I also can threaten you. You ain't my child. I can say that I'm a pop you, but the parents can say that too. But parents can, they call the people on the parents. But I really feel like the relationship that a child has with their aunt and their uncle is one that is just as important as the relationship with their parent. And unfortunately, that relationship isn't always nurtured in development. And so I can say those children who do have aunties and uncles in their lives, like, that's our cheerleaders. That's who you're going to do in this day and age, that's who you're gonna do the TikToks with. That's who is going to be your first, your first friend, your first, you say, your mother be like, I'm not one of your little friends. Your auntie is. She's going to spoil you. She's going to give you whatever you pretty much want that your parents say no to. If your parents say you can't have an iPad, she's gonna buy you an iPad. Yep. If your mom says that she doesn't have $20 to give you, I got $20 I can give you. You know why? Because I don't have kids to raise. Well, I didn't. I have now. But before, yeah, I got $20. You can have $20. I'm gonna ask you what you need it for, and I'm gonna give you hell about it, and I'm gonna do a lot of questioning. But at the end of the day, you can have this $20. My nephew's son, he got a tab. He probably owed him about $70. Back in the day, he used to ask for money for Robux. He used to play Fortnite, and when he used to play these games, he used to ask for money. Before it was money, I used to buy the ridiculous toys that made noise that can go to his mother's house. That's the role of the auntie and the uncle. They're going to buy the ridiculousness stuff, and they're going to let it be at your house, the parent. But that's what they're supposed to do. They are supposed to provide the level of adult in a child's life that the parent, they are the cool person, the first cool person. Yes, every parent wants to be the cool parent and have that relationship with their child. That relationship may not come until later in life. But earlier in life, you're like a disciplinarian. Like you're mom and dad. So no, I don't think you're my friend yet. Now, as an adult, my mother, she's one of my little friends. But growing up, we used to, man. But, having aunties and uncles, so when I was younger, I would hang out with my aunt and go over their house and be able to do all the things that I could not do at my house. I remember when I was younger, real young, I couldn't see R-rated movies or whatever, right? But I went to go see Set It Off at the movies with my aunt and my cousin. My mother was livid. But what's one of my favorite movies to this day? Set It Off. What movie do I know all the words to? Set It Off. So those are the memories that are established with nieces and nephews. Yeah, my mom said we can't. My aunt did it for the culture. She did it because she knew that somewhere down the line, I was going to need to know who Stoney from the Bronx was, who Cleo was, who Francesca was, and who Frankie was. I mean, and TT. Oh, how I forget about TT. But that's who you're supposed to have. And then and my brother, he's so fucking, so my niece, my daughter, she has one uncle, and that's my brother, because her dad doesn't have any brothers. But when I tell you the level of excitement that he had when he found out that I was having a baby, and how he buys her stuff all the time. He was buying one. He was sending onesies. So my brother was on deployment. He's in the Navy. He was sending stuff all the time. I sent you some onesies. She got a toy on the way. She got this. Thank you. But boy, simmer down. She don't even need all this stuff yet. But the level of excitement, it's a different level of love that aunts and uncles have for their nieces and their nephews. And don't let it be the first niece or nephew. Oh my God. That child is going to be spoiled. And Dalen's aunt, for one, she's ridiculous. For what? Let's start there. But she loves Dalen, and she loves her nephews as well. But it's something about the first girl, and That's they about to, I can see it growing. I can already see it as Daylon gets older. Her and Chris are gonna get on my nerves. I can already see it, but it's cool. Like, it's love. It's what aunties and uncles are supposed to do. They love the child in ways that is different yet the same that of a parent. And so in a lot of ways, and sometimes I have so many friends who step in, even though they're an aunt or uncle, they step in as a parent at times, because that's what you also have to do sometimes as an aunt and uncle. You have to be that parental figure, and you have to do things that you didn't know that you were going to have to do, but you do it with love. You raise kids for time periods. You keep them in your homes. Like, you do what you have to do because you're part of that village. You're like the first line of villagers within the village, and so you take care of your own, and your niece and your nephew is your own. Now, when you grow up, hopefully the relationship between your aunts and your uncles stay as strong as they were when you were a child. And I'm gonna leave it at that. So, but I will say to you guys, to all the aunts and uncles out there, thank you. Thank you for every pair of sneakers that you have ever purchased. Thank you for every haircut that you've gotten, every hairstyle that you've paid for, every TikTok that you've done, every time that you've kept a child, every meal that you've provided. Thank you. Every Uber that you've paid for. I've paid for some Ubers. I don't know if I was supposed to or not, but I've sent money for Ubers to my nephew's son. He said he had to get somewhere. And so, but we thank you for the role that you play in the lives of all of the children out there, because you are just as important. And even the unofficial aunties and uncles, unofficial meaning the ones that are related in love and not blood, we thank you. Like I told y'all in a couple episodes ago, I have 72 other line sisters, which means my daughter has 72 aunties. She can't get away with nothing when she get older. It's nothing under the sun that she's going to get away with. Because why? Because I got 72 line sisters, and they are everywhere. They are involved in all pockets of Maryland. But yeah, we thank you. We thank you for being babysitters that you don't even know that you're going to be. So we love you. We appreciate you. I just wanted to do a quick episode to, just show our appreciation, to know that you are valued, to know that you are appreciated. Some of you don't have children of your own, but you love our children as if they were your own. And so, shout out to y'all. We thank you, and happy belated National Auntie and Uncle Day. All right, that's my minute. It was short today, but it was long enough. All right, y'all. Talk to y'all later.